Hi, welcome back to the pre-class video
on covalent bonds and electronegativity and bond polarity.
So you'll notice Dr. Godis and I have our little electrons here with us today.
Yeah.
So once again, we're playing the part of atoms.
Exactly, and in the last class we learned about ionic bond formation when a metal interacts with a non-metal. Well, the other type of bond is a covalent bond formed in molecular compounds. So we can think of ionic bonds as being a transfer of electrons. The metal gives its electron to the non-metal, and you form charged ions. Well, over here, the elements kind of all want their electrons. They're not going to give them up. And so what happens there is, I have one electron, but I really want two.
And I kind of want two, but I like my electron.
Yeah, and so I'm willing to now we
can kind of share.
Right, we're sharing.
We're trying to share.
Right,
we're attempting to share.
Nobody shares perfectly, right?
Right.
Well, unless you're like, nobody shares perfectly.
Nobody.
And so covalent bonds are formed by sharing electrons, right?
Right.
And we're both grabbing on, that holds us together. But one atom usually grabs onto electrons tighter.
Right.
And so the electrons kind of end up being kind of shifted over, and that's caused by electronegativity.
Right.
Tyler wants electrons more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I also have longer arms.
Yes.
And that causes what's called bond dipole, because a bond dipole is an uneven sharing of electrons that causes a partial charge. He has extra negative charge, I have a lack of negative charge, i.e. a positive charge.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so the bond, there's negative charge over there, positive charge over there, that's what a dipole is. Right? And so even though molecular compounds you don't have ions, you do have the shift of charge. And so parts of the molecule are kind of a little bit negative, maybe a tenth of a negative charge. Other parts of the molecule might be part positive.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
And then the second activity, so we're going to learn about that, covalent bond formation. The second activity is about drawing Lewis structures. Lewis structures are how we represent molecular compounds. And we did a few simple things with ionic bonds and Lewis structures, and we're going to start to get a little more complex. And it's really important that we learn how to do Lewis structures because it's the simplest way to represent bonds in molecules.
Okay. Good luck
See you in
with that.
class.